T-Town, three women walk side by side.
I'm the law around here.
All that boy got to do is just play the damn thing, and it's gonna be undeniable, man. Undeniable, baby.
I'm knocking somebody the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying?
You kicking it with Key C show.
Check. Yes. You reached another episode of the Kicking It with KC Show. And we are live here on X Squad Radio. You know how we do. Let me go ahead and get ourselves here on the camera. Yes. We are coming in live, like I said, on X Squad Radio. I'm actually in the process of the show setup and all that. I gotta be the producer and the show host and all that other good stuff. And the good thing, man, is it's a Thursday and it's almost time for the weekend. You know what I mean? So I'm happy about that. Mic levels, hopefully they're good. Let me see. One of these mics always got a little hum. Make sure I get that right. I think it's alright. Yep. There you go. We got a little bit of it. Trying to get his levels right. Don't want to hear no hums. Look, if you got a car with a system, that's all you hear the whole time. So gotta bring that levels down on that hum. It's a bad chord, I guess. Gotta get that mug straight. So anyway, check it. We're live here. We got several destinations now. We're here on X Squad Radio. We're here on WPAM 420 Parental Advisory Radio coming up out of Alabama. We're also on Fleet Radio's Big Mouth Radio. And you know, for the people who catch us later, we're on all the other places that you can find great podcasts. You know what I mean? So we're in all those different places. And it's awesome, man, to be able to, be in all those different places, man. Just to be able to be found in all the places where you can find great podcasts, to be amongst everyone. You know what I mean? So that's good. I got to give a shout out to the folks that are tuned into the chat room. I got to give a shout out to my man Melvin, representing that X Squad, that Bay 11 Auto, that east side of the A. You know what I mean? So those folks that are here in our Facebook chat, YouTube chat, Twitch chat, man, we're everywhere. So it's good that we're here. And like I said, the new places that we're on the new platforms and new radio stations, et cetera, et cetera. So let's get right back into it. So let me say this, man. It was a surprise today when I saw the sentencing come down for Britney Griner. Yes, they finally, and if those who don't know the story, let me go back a little bit because there's some people who don't know any of the story. So Britney Griner, WNBA player, been in the league for a long time, actually has been playing also over in Russia during the off season, and she actually had a vape cartridge which had some cannabis residue in it. And this is over in Russia. So she got caught with it, and they arrested her, and they are trying to give her not trying, they already did before. They were trying to basically say that, they're going to convict her on it. And today was the day of the conviction and sentencing. She got 9 years, y'all. 9 years in a hard Russian prison was handed down today. Yes, that's crazy, because think about people who have maimed, assaulted, killed people, and they ain't had that much time. Now, this is Russia. This is a whole nother country. The laws, I'm sure, are way more strict. You got some folks, well, she shouldn't have done it. She knew better. She'd been over there before in Russia. She knew what she was facing. Obviously, she didn't know what she was facing because she wouldn't have done it. But they said that she was so confident enough that she would try that. You know what I mean? Listen, how many things have we tried? How many times do we go on the interstate and go 56 miles per hour when it clearly says that you should be going 55 miles per hour, but you're going 56 miles per hour? That means you're breaking the law. You know what? That means you're breaking the law. I'm sorry. Folks, folks are really trying to come off of a top of a mountain and say, oh, well, she knew what she was doing. Listen. It was a residue of cannabis found in the cartridge, right? So she actually played, I think, for Colorado here in the States, which is legal, you know what I mean, to have weed, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I can't say what was in her mind. I'm sure it was bad judgment of having it there, but we can't come off of our top of our mountain and say, okay, well, she deserved what she got, because we have ourselves, our kids, our family members who, do certain things, but receive much less. You know what I mean? So I have my theory that Britney is being made an example of because of the bad relations now between the United States and Russia. Our involvement in Ukraine has Russia say, you know what? We're just going to set this to the highest level of what we got. And then also it's a bargaining chip, because if we want to get her out, that we have a couple of their political prisoner spy over here, high level spy, which we have in prison here in the U.S., and they're trying to use a bargaining chip. Like, okay, if you want her, then give us, oh boy, I can't remember his name, but that's what's on the table. And for us, we're like, yes, bring her home by all means. But on a higher level, on a political level, on other folks, they're probably like, hell no, don't do that. I guess the dude, has a lot worse, you know what I'm saying, have done a lot worse, and there's a lot more worse implications. So it's not a fair trade per se. But, I mean, who are we to judge? You know what I mean? Who are we to judge what's a fair trade? So, man, it's crazy, man. It's like pawns here. We're playing pawns with people here. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. We're playing pawns with people. And my real thing is, if I say it was another Britney Spears, some other Britney that, is your neighbor's daughter, or Britney who's gone away to the University of Texas, El Paso, or Britney who's in Colorado currently, or another Britney in Maine or wherever, Connecticut, or Britney from Pennsylvania, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe a little lighter than light-skinned Britney. I don't think if she was stuck over there in prison, I believe it would have been a different response. I'm just going to lay it out there and say that's what my opinion is, that we may have done a little bit more. You know what I mean? I mean, you could see it. You could see it in other media outlets. You could see when things happen, it's usually not equal treatment. You know what I mean? It's not equal coverage. It's not equal treatment. It's not equal outrage. You know what I mean? It's not an equal outrage. If you go looking right now at stories on Britney right now, you got folks, there is a post right now on Facebook where it actually speaks about her getting incarcerated. I mean, sentenced to the 9 years. There's folks on there that says, well, yo, she deserves it because she bashes her country. Oh, well, now. She does what? They said she hates her country so much. That's actually the words they were using. She hates her country so much. She don't hate her country. She hates the shit that's going on in her country. You know what I mean? The real bullshit that goes on in the country. It pisses me off for folks to actually say the stupid shit. You say Colin Kaepernick hates his country. Colin Kaepernick enjoys the luxuries and the freedoms in his country, and he is sick and tired of the atrocities happening to his people in this country. This country is not perfect. This country has flaws. And when people recognize that and get an understanding of the shit that goes on in this country, then we can be harmonious and then work around issues. But until you recognize that, we got a damn issue that's going to continue to fester and get worse. And so that's the situation here. So Britney is a product of the system, not just on the Russian and the political front. She's also a product of the system for the people here in the U.S. who didn't do a whole lot to really try to make that happen. You know what I mean? We could put all kind of fucking pressure on. I don't care if it's U.S. sanctions, it's products, it's something that we could have done. But like I said, it's the wrong Britney. That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. You can like it or dislike what I say. You can come on and come into the comments. Man, I got a whole comment section that is waiting on you to fill up with your comments of your thoughts on what I am saying. So you got a free chat room here on X Squad Radio. Like I said, you could actually come in and comment right now in regards to it. But I'm sure the folks will be later. They'll be delayed. They'll think about it and they'll come in and try to fire off the hate or whatever. Because it's when it's something that, you know what I mean, you can't necessarily, it's not warm and fuzzy to your ideas or your ideologies or your thought processes and things like that, then I am probably a fucking hater or some shit of the country. He hates his country. And I ain't said a damn thing like that. But that's what you're going to take out of it, because I'm talking about somebody else and the equal fair treatment that she did not get. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I got to give a shout out to my man Mo Cheese here. He is on Facebook chat right now representing the Country Road Show. If you didn't hear the Country Road Show, if you didn't hear any of the shows that he was in, he was on Tuesday, X Squad Radio. Also, like I said, found here on Parental 420 Radio here. Hey, be sure to check my brother out. Be sure to check him out. He pretty much has a takeover Tuesday because he's in several shows of the day. He's got the Country Road Show. Like I said, he's actually producing Tea with T, which is representing, that has Tawana Graves in it. And then following that, he's got Cooking with the Microwave, which he's actually behind the boards on. Behind that, he's got Mo Fish and Grits, which he's involved in. And then later on that night, your boy comes on with, it was a long story, and that's his late night show. This dude is putting in work, you know what I'm saying? All those shows he does in one day. So for those that just tuned in on Parental Advisory 420 WPAM, and you want to know who the hell you listening to, man, I'm telling you, we come here with a lot of different things that we've been doing, man. We're coming with a lot of energy, fire. You may not have heard it. You may not know who you listening to and what we're about. It's X Squad Radio. X Squad Radio. Get the mobile app. X Squad Radio mobile app here in your various stores. That's where we're found. Be sure to do so. All right. Now, next thing, man, let me tell you this. I saw this headline that said Walmart is laying off couple hundred people. I think it was 200 people. Walmart's laying off 200 people. Why is Walmart corporate laying off 200 people? Because sales have been down. Inflation is crazy. Have you seen the price of chicken? Have you seen the price of steak? Have you seen the price of a beer? Have you seen the price of a soup can? You know what I mean? Things are up 2 to 3 times more. That's where we are right now. Inflation. Inflation is causing people to shop less and not buy as much. So therefore, companies and organizations are adjusting. It's not a recession yet. We haven't hit that yet. It's not a recession yet. I can't say we're there, but inflation is going hard in the paint right now. Yeah, it's going hard in the paint right now. And how do we get around it? You know what I mean? Like I said, you got to do something, you know what I mean, where, and now listen, I'm talking on my high mountain because everybody can't do it. I'm saying, but get inflation proof. You know what I mean? Get inflation proof. And what I mean by getting inflation proof, I mean specifically, you know what I mean? You can afford whatever they throw at you. Okay, maybe that sounds crazy because if gas goes to $15 a gallon, that's a little tough cookie. So not necessarily, within reason. Within reason. You know what I mean? Where you're at a point where some adjustments, 25% increase, 35% increase, 50% increase doesn't affect your bottom line at your house. That's what you got to get. And like I said, that's still a tough cookie to swallow for some. But listen, you got to do it. That's the bottom line. You got to do it. If you ain't making enough money, go make it. Make it. Leave that job. If you can't get a raise, if you ain't asked your boss ain't giving you a raise, it's time for a new job. Fuck it. If you can't find a new job, it's time for a new career. It may be time to do something else. Move on to something else that will make money. Maybe it's your own company. There are some things that are inflation and recession proof that is out here. There's stuff that people gonna need no matter what. They don't care what the price is. Gas, number one. You own a gas station, you gonna still be rich because people still gotta get gas. You get it? So there's things, man. There's things that happen that you have to do. You know what I mean? To stay alive. Now, we ain't as bad as Mad Max yet. We ain't knocking people over the head for water yet. You know what I mean? Like, yo, water is now a commodity, and I don't know what we're going to do. We need to knock some folks over the head to get it. It's not that bad. Gas and, to the point where it's that, where we got to do that yet. You know what I mean? But, hey, it ain't far off, man. No, I'm tripping, man. Not yet. But listen. Let me just say this, man. Bring it down low because I got a little loud. I get a little loud, man, when I get amped up a little bit. Usually if you listen to my show, I'm a real mellow guy, but I'm here on WPAM, man, and I'm also on Big Mouth Radio, and I got to, you know what I'm saying, let these people know what I represent and what the X Squad represents and what we're bringing. We're bringing the truths, you know what I'm saying, we're bringing the lights, we're bringing all kind of stuff. And if you ain't heard before, I'm also on the ones and twos. You may have heard a couple Bixes, you know what I'm saying, that I've done, but you can catch it on the X Squad Radio app. Download it. Or go to xsquadradio.com. One of the two, you got to get there. You got to get to the destination. And not just me. This whole WPAM is bringing the funk, man. We got a lot of content from a lot of different places. Be sure to tune in, man. Follow my folks. All right. Now, let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about your truth, man. We're going to talk about social media, man. What are we going to talk about social media? Social media it's been occurring. It's always here. It is, let me just say this, man. It's a gift and a curse. Why? Why is it a gift and a curse? I'm not even going to put the details of it because I saw something bad today. But let's just say I got a young relative, who was caught on Instagram. If it wasn't Instagram, it was TikTok. It was one of them. They were on something. And when they were on something, they were pretty much simulating having sex. Now, they're 15 years old, yo. 15 years old doing this. I was livid. Yes, I was livid. Not happy about it at all. I was like, yo, what the hell's going on? Now, I think about it. I had to think about the big picture. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? Because of likes. Because of likes. Because of accepting. You know what I mean? They want people to accept them. They want people to like them. They want to feel a level of accomplishment. You know what I mean? And it's by whatever means they're seeing or copying. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on here. But the young folks are getting caught up in this. Why have we gotten to why have we gotten to this spot? Why is it that important to have likes? It's not just them that started it. You know what I mean? It's not them that started. It comes from the top down. It comes from our entertainers. It comes from people. It comes from the 70s when somebody walked around with a fur coat and the latest Cadillac outside. You know what I mean? That was trying to be accepted. Like, yo, check out the things that I have. All right. So that's just the start. Then you got to add social media into the equation. With social media now, you're highlighting all assets of your life. All assets, all facets of your life. You know what I mean? Look what I'm eating tonight. I can cook. Look how juicy the steak is. Look at the toppings and the onions and the seasonings that I'm doing. Look how I cut into it and it's tender. It tastes good. Watch me eat it. Look what we're having the next night. You know what I mean? We're showing every damn thing. Look at me on my trip. I am now in the Grand Canyon. I am taking my friends to the Grand Canyon. We're here and we're enjoying ourselves. Yay. We're going to mountain climb. We're going to do whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's now where we're showing everything on social media. We are, I ain't gonna say it, bragging, but that's what we're doing. We are pretty much exposing ourselves. Now, keep in mind, all right, so you got young folks who are watching this. You got folks who may not afford these trips watching this. You got entertainers who are doing this and displaying themselves. You got people who think that these entertainers are now attainable and touchable. You know what I mean? Are their friends. Ooh, I follow Beyonce and she was feeding Blue Ivy or whatever. You know what I mean? So you're thinking now you're in the living room there watching her. All she did is videotape it. Damn. I'm showing my age. God damn. All she did was film it. Damn, that's still a wrong word. All she did is record it with her phone or whatever. You know what I mean? So you think because of her allowing you into the personal parts of her life that now you have that connection. You didn't have that connection with a Michael Jackson. He didn't let you know a damn thing back then. Now it's everything is open. You know what I mean? You have attainable connections with stars. You have connections with folks who look like you. You've got you're 20 years old. You see another young guy who's 20 years old who's a YouTube influencer who's riding around in a $150,000 car. You know what I mean? So you think I can have a $150,000 car too. Number one, you're not a YouTube influencer. Number two, you're not going to take the steps to go get a $150,000 car the right way. Not saying you're not. I'm not. No, that's unfair. That's unfair. But I'll say there are a lot who don't do the steps to go about it the right way. So therefore, they may resort to other things. They may resort to cheating, scamming, lying, stealing, knocking somebody over the head. I'm sorry. But it happens. So that is one of the ills that's happening in social media. We have 14 to 15-year-olds who are smashing windows all day, every day in the city of Atlanta right now, in every prominent parking lot that you can find. 14 and 15-year-olds, take your ass to school. But no, they're actually rummaging through cars to get things, to get guns, to get money, wallets, credit cards left in the car. And if they could get the car, they're trying to get the car too. Listen, I talked to my son. My son he's got a nice car. He is, he had his window smashed a week or two ago. He's at the top of his parking deck. You got to go through 6 levels to get to his car. It happened at 5 a.m. He's looking out his window. You know what I mean? Typically. That's why he got it at the top of the stage so he could see it. But it happened 5 a.m. And then again, I'm like, who the fuck, what 14-year-olds out at 5 a.m.? I don't know. Good question. Anyway, they smashed the car. Oh, it's crackheads. But anyway, somebody smashed the damn windows, right? This dude now is leaving his windows open. He's like, fuck it. You can go look at my car because you ain't getting it. Because he has a sensor that he's taking out the car. You can't start the motherfucker. And he's got some other RFID blocker where you can't even scan and try to use the keyless shit. So he's like, look at my car all day because ain't shit in here and you can't steal the car. That's how he is. I'm like, well, somebody's going to piss in your window or something just on spite. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. But that's what we are, seriously. That's what we are, seriously, man. We're in a damn spot, a weird spot here. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I have no idea why that's going on. Oh, let's see. Marvette said we got echo. I didn't know. Thanks, Marvette. Let me see. See what I got turned on here. Okay, maybe that's better. I actually don't have to hear myself. I think that's the setting that I need. So anyway, thanks, Marvette. Why ain't nobody else in here? There's folks in the chat room telling me you got damn echo. Y'all wrong as hell for that. But thanks, Marvette up in the place. So I pulled that off. I think with that setting where I can hear myself, I think that actually gets displayed over. Let me know if it's better, Marvette. Anyway, listen. The 14 and 15-year-olds, man, it makes no damn sense that we're at this point. And it's not just Atlanta. It's all over the country. It's, like I said, social media has them wanting things, you know what I mean? Wanting to attain those things. They want this $150,000 car that they see another young male riding around in. So, you know what I mean? So, that's the thing. You got, like I said, you got young folks who have these things and putting it on social media. You even got some things where you got folks who are actually saying, okay, I can be found over here, or listen, pull up on me. Listen, that was the craziest thing I ever saw in Florida. A rapper who said, listen, folks who got beef with me, you know my address. My address is this, blah, blah, blah. I'll be there in 5 minutes. He gets there and he gets killed. I mean, where are we? That, you know what I mean? That's the ills of social media. Like, what the hell, man? Seriously. I mean, seriously, what is that? What was the purpose of announcing that? You know what I mean? Listen, we come from a time period. I'm older. And like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm talking off a mountaintop down on folks, like judgment. But we come from a time period before we had mobile phones and were accountable for all our locations at every moment. You know what I mean? We would leave out the house and go to our location and come back. You talk to me before I left. If I had a pager, you'll page me and I'll call you back from a payphone while I was out. Or if I didn't have one, you don't know where the hell I was. You're like, oh, well, I don't know where he is, but he said he'll be back by 3. That's where we come from. You know what I mean? And that was a time period where things made sense. Right now, there's a level of respect. I'm taking the show somewhere else with this, but it is. There's a lack of respect going on. You know what I mean? Where we don't give a damn about the next man. You know what I mean? At all. You know what I mean? We don't give a damn about the next man at all. All right, yeah. So my guy on the audio side of the podcast said there wasn't an echo on that side. I guess it was the video side, the YouTube and the Facebook probably was catching that. But like I said, that's crazy. All right. But now let me transition to the next thing. Why hate on the next man? You know what I mean? Say you do see someone you like. Say like, yo, this dude right here is real fly. He got nice cars, nice clothes. a nice crib, whatever, because the dude likes to show his shit off. So now he's got a level of luxury or whatever he's got. You know what I mean? That dude's living that life. You know what I mean? But why must, and this is where something I'm actually firing off at. Why must there be a level of hate for the next man who's getting or a level of success? You know what I mean? This one gets deeply personal. I ain't even going into names, thoughts, or process, or whoever, or whatever, or whoever's involved. But for another grown person to want to know why this or that about somebody else has a level of success, and why they do these certain things or move these certain ways. Listen, I'm talking in circles. let me God damn, man, y'all about to make me break it down. About to break down into this shit. Cause the worst is family, man. You know what I mean? The worst is family. The worst is family. For family to not congratulate and accentuate and celebrate someone else in their family of having a level of success, that is natural born hate. I'll say that. You know what I mean? For you to have a level of jealousy because you are not in a place where you would like to be, that right there is the characteristics of some hate and how do we say in the hood? Some bitch assness. That's what I have to say in that particular situation. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Why not help the next man? Why not help your brother? Why not help your friends? You can't help everybody because everybody's not going to be there. But if it's somebody who you see has potential and they're trying to get there and they just need a nudge, a push, a helping hand to get out there, then why not? Why not be that person? Okay? Why not do that action and not expect anything back? All right? So I went on one side of it. At first I talked on this side, now back on the other side of it. But to be on the receiving side, don't have a level of expectation that somebody has to help your ass out. Don't have a level of expectation, because what did you do that you have to be, that you deserve that shit? Keeping it real here. What did you do that you, if you're a grown-ass man or grown-ass woman, have a level of expectation that someone must do anything for you? You're putting on your pants like everybody else, one leg at a time. If someone, that's it. That's right. Marvette says you have to be a giver in order to be a receiver. Yes. If you lend $20 to someone, right? And that person says, hey, I'll get this $20 back to you Friday. You should not have to call that person on Friday night or Saturday the next day and say, yo, what's up with my $20? That person avoids your call. Person don't answer the second call. Don't answer the third call. Don't answer the text. And then the next day say, yo, are you sweating me about that funky ass $20? Nigga, it's my $20. It don't matter how much. I don't care if it was a nickel. We have to do better, folks. We've got to be better. We have to be better, do better, act better. You know what I mean? That is crazy. I can't believe it, man. But you know, we know folks like that all the time. And so what do you do in that situation? What do you do in that situation? I think you go ahead and write it off. Like, okay, there go that $20, but don't come back to me for nothing else. That person can't come back. They can't come back for more. You've already burnt that bridge. You know? Unless you're down and out so bad that, listen, it's affecting other family members that are dependent on you. Say you got children and your children can't cope because of something, it's a bad decision on you. All right, you didn't pay your, electric bill or some shit. And therefore your electric's going off, so therefore your kids gonna go hungry, can't go to school, whatever the hell it is, you know what I mean? So therefore, if you decide to help in that situation, even though that person has burnt you in the past, that's just something you decide to do. I say that to say, listen, as folks, we have to do better. We can't have a level of expectation, man. And some of the young folks have level of expectations. I'm sorry. Some of the old folks got level of expectations too. But I was speaking, I'm going back. I'm taking it back to where we was. And we were talking about social media and the ills of social media and all that type of stuff. Some of our young folks have a level of expectation because you may be the son, the daughter, the niece, the nephew of somebody, and you expect that because of that, just because of the title that person owes you something, but they don't. They don't. Not at all. It'd be great if that person did, but don't have an expectation of it. There should not be a level of expectation. You know? So, we got to do better as people, man. We got to do better. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know where we went with that. How a level of a strength and independence changed. You know what I mean? It just went away and went somewhere else. Man, I just can't say, people are weird and we're getting a lot weirder as time goes on. A lot weirder. Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't explain it. So anyway, the Britney Griner situation, like I said, it's screwed up. 9 years. Harsh. She was made an example of. Like I said, maybe something can happen, but it's going to have to come from a large, high level where this country has given up some pawns, given up some policies, lighten up some sanctions, whatever it is that we're going to have to do on our end. And like I said, the country don't love her that much. We as a people love her, but the country don't love her. The country thinks she deserve what she got and all that other rhetoric and bullshit that I've been seeing. She deserve what she got. Nigga, you deserve what you got. When you messed up in your life. Like, people can't mess up. Come on, man. Like I said, man, people are crazy. Social media, man. Again, folks with their opinions on social media, judgment on social media, you having the freedom to come there and write all that bullshit right there on the wall. You want to say that shit in front of a real person. You want to come in front of nobody, say that shit that you wrote on there, Mr. Tough Guy or Mr. Tough Caring Lady. But you do it all day. Listen, Marvette, you in the chat room. I seen some of them crazy folks that came in and attacked you about some shit, about a post and all that bullshit. Listen, and that's the wrong one to mess with. Marvette don't play. You don't want them problems. And she will let you have it right there. Screenshot it and then tell the people, look at this dumbass here. Yeah. So, hey, man, don't become a keyboard warrior out here. Don't become a keyboard warrior. Don't be a hater. You know what I mean? What's good, my man Big E in the building, representing that X Squad Radio as well, man. Listen. He has a new show, man. He's doing a sports talk show. He also got his whole network, man, that he's been doing, bro. my man E is doing big things, yo. So you really gotta follow him, man. He's Eric Jones on Facebook. I'm trying to pull up his the name of the actual Instagram handle, but anyway, like I said, he's doing it with the gospel legend Titus. Hold on. Well, yeah, E. Let me try to find you. There we go. There we go. All right, Titus Showers. All right, and Big E and Titus Showers. They actually got a show they've been doing. All right, let me see. Big E then got on this came off this cruise and shit, so we got a whole bunch of cruise pictures. I'm trying to get the actual handle of the show and all that. But Big E has, like I say, him and Titus Showers have put together this show. They have been broadcasting it on a Tuesday, right? And it's been great, man. This show has been it's been doing its thing. So it's called Listen If You Will podcast. They're now on episode 10. It's Titus Showers and Big E. They've been discussing different things. This week they discussed Britney Griner, like me. They discussed the death of NBA legend Bill. That's right. They did, man. They talk about it. They talk about him, Bill Russell. They also talk about a lot of different things, man. In return, in the way of sports, but you definitely could check them out. It's the Listen If You Will podcast. I think the network is actually called Listen If You Will. So definitely check them out. Like I said, their handle on Instagram is, I think it's like listen_if_you will. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec, man. I'm still trying to find it. E, you can put it in the chat room right now, man, since you're in there. What is your handle, bro? Well, you must have changed it. It says follow us on all social media at Listen If You Will podcast. Okay, so that's the handle. I changed it up on me, man. I know you had some underscores. I saw the underscores before. I was about to ask you why you didn't just run it together, but y'all must have changed it up too. But anyway, subscribe to the brothers. Great show. Actually, they got on IG at the official _ listen if you will. So the IG says at the official _ listen if you will. That is the IG that you can find them brothers at. You know what I mean? All right, cool. All right, you got Ray Leonard Jr. on the next week, bro. Bruh. I guess I'll tell you that offline. I was supposed to have Ray Leonard on about a year ago. And I don't know what happened. Just something happened and we never linked back up. But yeah, I had Ray Leonard scheduled also at some point and it just never happened. Yeah, I say. But it was a cool cat up to the day of the interview. Then he, what's the word? Ghosted me. He ghosted me, bro. I never heard from him again. He didn't even reply to the emails no more. Now I'm tripping, man. But anyway, yeah, that's a great show, man. We'll check your show out, and can't wait to see what Ray Leonard Jr., Sugar Ray Leonard's son, has to say about that. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I gotta give a shout out to my man DJ 12 in here. What's up, 12? Also here on Facebook, in the Facebook chat. Big ups to you, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, we are here on we here on several places, man. We're on X Squad Radio. We're also on WPAM 420 Parental Advisory Radio coming out of Alabama. And we're also on for Fleet Radio's Big Mouth Radio. So we're coming out of there, and we're also on all of the other platforms that you folks may be tuning in after this show to hear us on. And man, that's on damn near everything: Amazon, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn. Well, it ain't TuneIn now; it's Odyssey. So all those places, man. Just be sure to tune in, check us out, man. So anyway, shout out, man, D Greatest in the building too. Big ups to D Greatest in here, man, representing as well, man. Hey, man, yes sir. What you been talking about, Mo? That nigga said Mo. Mo said he won his 20. That's right. What we were talking about earlier, man, he's in the chat room. Like, you loan somebody $20. They say they want to pay. They supposed to have it this certain day. You go looking for it, and they tell you, they ghost you, number one. And then when you go ask them again, they don't answer. And you ask them again, they don't answer. And the next time you ask them, like, man, listen, I got your funky $20. Stop sweating me. Man, do you know that nigga ain't never getting another dime? Never is he going to get another dime from me. No, it ain't happening, man. It's not happening. I'm telling you. That right there, it may sound petty, but I'm telling you, that's some crazy stuff, man, that a person who should be humbled to receive that $20 and pay that $20 back in the time frame that is asked upon. Just give it back during that time frame, man. That's all I got to say. I can't tell you borrower etiquette, but listen, you'd rather be a lender than a borrower. That's all I can say. If you're a borrower right now, just make yourself, just jump, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself to the point where you can be a lender. And once you attain being a lender, listen, don't go back. Don't go back. That's ain't nothing wrong with borrowing. Ain't nothing wrong with borrowing. Just become a lender. Just make that your life goal. Yeah. All right, let me see. My man DJ 12 said, BG, Britney Griner picked the wrong country to be big, black, and gay. Plus, what's legal here does not apply around the world. No shade, but she should have known better. Yes, 12. We spoke about that a little earlier. She should have known better, but we are. And listen, you're law enforcement, so you got a different perspective here. We all do wrong. You have, specifically found folks with certain things on them, you know what I mean? And yes, they got arrested, whatever. And of course, like you said, it's Russia, so she got 9 years on some bullshit. This folks said then killed, maimed, sliced somebody up and got less time, okay? But this is Russia, so it's different time. We understand that. Now, now, she was wrong. She is a victim of the circumstance. And like you said, if it was another Britney, some other Britney in the situation, and we had a outrage from this country who pushed it a little bit more, we may have been able to have done something and put some more pressure and done something as a country more so. But unfortunately, she's going to be a victim of the circumstance because half of the country's sentiment is like, oh, well, she shouldn't have done that. That's where they at with it. It's crazy. That's where it is. Anyway, listen, I appreciate y'all kicking it with your boy Keith C here live on X Squad Radio, 420 WPAM, Big Mouth Radio, and all other places, man. Be sure to get the mobile app, X Squad Radio mobile app in the App Store. Hey, man, you know what it is, man. In case y'all didn't know,
X Squad Radio.
X Squad Radio is who we are. Hey, man, I'll holler at y'all next week. Thanks for, tuning in, kicking it with your boy Keith C. All right.
This how we roll when we ride, and this how we vibe when we slide. Slide. This how we roll when we ride, and this how we vibe when we slide. Slide. Yo. Slide. Yo. This how we roll when we ride, and this how we vibe when we slide. Blowing smoke in the midnight under moon and stars. You and I were verbally within each other's arms. Captivated by new perceptions, conversations. You dripping wet while looking in my eyes, my breath you tight. Mindset, we ain't gotta take the clothes off yet. But if we do, I keep the camera rolling. To keep it G, I feel your poetry whenever you get close to me. God is you, my MO bitch. My heaven over bitches in this dirty city. This is why we never lost connection. Even long distance wouldn't let us kill it. I guess we in each other's feelings. We know we bout to roll together. Slide. This how we roll when we ride, and this how we vibe when we slide. 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 This how we roll when we ride, and this how we vibe when we slide. Slide. Yo. riding down 95 onto our destination. Space Age pimpin', ballin' G, got the speakers swiping. A quiet storm on the windshield, cold chill, precipitating through the atmosphere, we disappear. Ain't nothing but a Jeep thing over here. You're related if you Benz real. She a rider, but you got the wheels. The hellest shit you ever saw. That shit for look to kill the world. It's in our review mirror. I truly found my heaven in the soul system. It's what I'm thinking when I'm rolling with you. We from the ghetto, but we grew together. And we gon' reign forever. This how we riding when we roll together. We the squad. This how we roll when we riding. This how we vibe when we slide. When we slide. 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 This how we roll when we riding. This how we vibe when we slide. 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 This how we roll when we riding. This how we vibe when we slide.
Like, I'm over here real excited and shit. You know, I know it's not much, but baby, look at that. Yeah, I see that. And I got little hang time in the back. Who bald head? Hair's is coming back, baby. Y'all hope better have some fresh, okay? Me and my little couple inches. Look at that. Oh, I got a whole braid. Who bald head? That's why I told y'all, get your little nappy head black girl. Y'all want these foreign bitches. Get you somebody gonna have your back. But I ain't holding you down. You want me to hold you down? I'ma hold you up. Okay, cause I ain't with all that. Hold me down. Nigga. Wow. Hold you down for what? Baby, I'm riding, but I ain't dying, baby. Oh, it's fine. Damn, my hair ain't done. Fuck. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Sorry, my nigga. Sorry to see some Atlanta shitter. Sorry, my nigga. Look. Part of me, nigga. The part of my niggas. The fucker with offended. Took martyr to get it. Bust a nigga for tripping. Move on the same train of thought. Most of these niggas square. They ain't allowed on the block. Keenan and Kell out the trap. Came a long way from the Knicks. We a long way from the six. Grinding and grand like it's grits. We don't need no more assistance. And turn keep all of your opinion. A lot of you niggas on the come up now, but a lot of you niggas was bitches. City celebrity sack chase. Back in my bag like a sack race. Our people in such a bad place. Black leaders doing blackface. Black suits, black ties, black lives like bike life on the east side. Nigga touch more, niggas gotta ride. Pedal work until I get it right. Throwing bread like it's a food fight. Hitting follies on a good night. I can give a fuck club live like high-minded low life shit. We just niggas tryna live life. All my niggas tryna live right. Live righteous, civil rights. Screaming zone 6, motherfuckers zone 6. I'm tryna get rich, motherfuckers get rich. I'm screaming zone 6, motherfuckers zone 6. I'm tryna get rich, motherfuckers get rich. Yeah, I done seen a whole lot of shit. It never flipped. And I done been a whole lot of shit. Not a bitch. I'm screaming zone 6, motherfuckers zone 6. I'm tryna get rich, motherfuckers get rich.
Our black lives for they white lies. Numb to it, we ain't traumatized. Hands up, they still aiming fire. We can march or just vote and die. Black leaders still preaching freedom, but I don't believe them, they got corporate ties. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Bill O'Reilly all the same size. See, Trump confirmed my suspicions. America don't fuck with niggas. When Obama was in the White House, we was all in the same position. Nigga, if you want some change, you better get some change, then go and change it yourself. Seeing rappers posting pics up in the White House, but nigga, who the fuck did that help? I ain't shaking hands with the devil, man. I'm just trying to come up with a better plan. Invest in the hood till it's all hood, till we get it straight like a dental plan. Yeah, fuck all that fighting regimes. We can just link up and get all the cream, then put that money back into the hood, then go invest it in some of their dreams. Don't know shit about these systems. I just know that they rigged them. And I know we've been fighting, but I don't see no difference. See, Trump confirmed my suspicions. America don't fuck with niggas. See, I know we've been fighting, but I don't see no difference. I'm screaming zone 6, motherfuckers zone 6. I'm trying to get rich, motherfucker, get rich. I'm screaming zone 6, motherfucker, zone 6. I'm trying to get rich, motherfucker, get rich. And I done seen a whole lot of shit, but never flipped. And I done been a whole lot of shit, but not a bitch. I'm screaming zone 6, motherfucker, zone 6. I'm trying to get rich, motherfucker, get rich.